Overcoming the Inner Critic. Breaking the Chains of Self-Doubt. Written by Saidi Borj. Published by Alamat Nang Aklat. Introduction. Self-doubt is one of the most common yet quietly destructive forces we face in life. It whispers in your ear that you're not good enough, capable enough, or worthy enough to reach your dreams. It creates invisible chains that hold you back from realizing your full potential. In this book, Overcoming the Inner Critic, Breaking the Chains of Self-Doubt, we will journey together to identify and conquer the root causes of self-doubt, challenge limiting beliefs, and replace them with empowering thoughts and actions. This book isn't just about overcoming momentary feelings of insecurity, it's about developing the inner strength, confidence, and resilience to silence that nagging inner critic once and for all. By diving deep into topics like recognizing negative self-talk, embracing imperfection, and harnessing the power of self-compassion, you will unlock the tools needed to reclaim your confidence and live with purpose. Each chapter offers practical steps, encouraging insights, and inspiring stories to guide you on your path to breaking free from self-doubt. Whether you're facing setbacks, struggling with comparison, or battling perfectionism, this book is designed to help you rise above and emerge stronger. Now is the time to let go of the thoughts that are holding you back and step into a future filled with possibility, self-belief, and unshakable confidence. Together, we will break the chains of self-doubt and embrace the life you were meant to live. Thank you for tuning in and listening to this audiobook. If you found this content helpful or inspiring, we'd greatly appreciate your support. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. By sharing this with others, you're helping to spread the message of personal growth and empowerment. Your subscription ensures you won't miss out on more valuable content coming your way. Thank you for being a part of this journey with us. Chapter 1. Understanding the Inner Critic, the Root of Self-Doubt. Explore how the inner critic forms and why it fuels self-doubt. The journey to overcoming self-doubt begins with understanding the voice behind it, the inner critic. This voice is the silent but powerful force that constantly whispers, "You're not good enough, you can't do this," or "You'll fail." The inner critic stems from a combination of past experiences, societal expectations, and deeply ingrained beliefs that shape how we see ourselves and the world. It plants seeds of doubt and reinforces the fear of failure, causing us to question our worth and abilities. But here's the empowering truth: the inner critic is not the voice of truth. It's a conditioned response that can be challenged, transformed, and even silenced. When you understand that this critical voice is not a reflection of reality, but a learned behavior, you can begin to take back control of your thoughts. In this chapter, we will explore where the inner critic comes from and how it embeds itself in our psyche. We will look at how childhood experiences, external judgments, and internalized fears shape the narrative that fuels self-doubt. This deeper understanding is crucial because when we know the root cause of our inner critic, we can begin to uproot it. Rather than seeing self-doubt as an unavoidable aspect of who you are, start seeing it as a habit of thought that can be changed. Once you recognize that you are separate from your inner critic, a shift happens. You start to understand that you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts, and therefore, you have the power to change them. As we progress, you will be equipped with tools to quiet the inner critic and replace it with self-compassion and self-belief. Remember, understanding is the first step to transformation. By recognizing the root of your self-doubt, you're already beginning to break free from its chains. The more you know about your inner critic, the less power it holds over you. You are capable of silencing that voice and living with unshakable confidence. This is your moment to reclaim your narrative. Chapter 2. Recognizing self-doubt patterns, identifying your triggers. Learn how to identify specific situations and thoughts that ignite self-doubt. Self-doubt doesn't just appear out of nowhere, it follows patterns, triggered by specific thoughts, situations, or emotions. By learning to recognize these patterns, you gain a powerful tool to take control of your inner dialogue. The key is awareness, understanding what sparks your self-doubt, so you can stop it before it gains momentum. Think about the moments when self-doubt creeps in. Is it when you're faced with a new challenge, stepping outside your comfort zone, or after receiving criticism? These are your triggers, the moments when your inner critic comes alive and tries to hold you back. They may be subtle, like the fear of rejection, or more obvious, like comparing yourself to others. But once you learn to identify them, you can confront them head-on. In this chapter, we will explore common triggers that feed self-doubt. You'll learn how to reflect on your experiences to pinpoint the moments when your confidence dips and negativity takes over. Is it in social situations, at work, or during personal challenges? What thought patterns emerge? Becoming aware of these patterns is the first step toward breaking the cycle. Here's where the real transformation begins. When you can anticipate your triggers, you can prepare for them. Instead of allowing self-doubt to overrun your mind, you'll be ready to counter it with affirming thoughts and actions. Recognizing the triggers doesn't mean avoiding challenges, it means facing them with the awareness and resilience needed to grow. Each time you recognize self-doubt, you gain power over it. You begin to see that your confidence isn't something that disappears during difficult moments, it's something that you can choose to strengthen. By identifying your triggers, you'll no longer feel helpless when self-doubt strikes. Instead, you'll be empowered to take charge, turn doubt into determination, and see every challenge as an opportunity to rise above. Self-doubt loses its grip the moment you see it for what it is, a temporary thought, not a permanent truth. Chapter 3. Challenging limiting beliefs, rewriting your mental script. Discover methods to challenge negative beliefs and create empowering narratives. Limiting beliefs are the invisible chains that hold us back from reaching our full potential. They are the negative stories we tell ourselves about what we can or cannot achieve. I'm not smart enough, I always fail, or success isn't for people like me. These are the scripts playing in our minds that shape how we see ourselves and what we believe we're capable of. But here's the empowering truth, these beliefs are not facts, and you have the power to rewrite them. In this chapter, we'll dive into the process of identifying and challenging these limiting beliefs. It starts with becoming aware of the negative thoughts that surface when you're faced with a challenge or opportunity. Often, these beliefs are so ingrained that we accept them without question. But when you start to challenge them, you begin to see that they are just assumptions, thoughts you've picked up over time, not truths about who you are. To rewrite your mental script, it's important to ask yourself, where did these beliefs come from? Are they rooted in past failures, other people's opinions, or societal expectations? Once you understand their origin, you can start to dismantle them. For each limiting belief, replace it with a positive, empowering statement. For example, instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," reframe it as, "I'm capable and always learning." Changing your mental script takes practice, but it's a transformative process. Every time you challenge a limiting belief, you weaken its power and build new, positive thought patterns. As you begin to rewrite your internal narrative, you'll notice a shift in how you approach life. Challenges that once seemed daunting will now feel like opportunities for growth. Remember, you are the author of your own story. Your beliefs shape your reality, and by challenging the ones that limit you, you open the door to new possibilities. It's time to let go of the old script and start writing a new one that reflects your true potential, resilience, and strength. You are not bound by your past beliefs, you are free to create a future where you thrive. Chapter 4. The power of self-compassion, healing from within. Understand how practicing self-compassion can dismantle the grip of self-doubt. Self-compassion is the secret weapon in breaking the chains of self-doubt. While we often show kindness to others, we rarely extend that same compassion to ourselves. Instead, we are quick to criticize and judge our own mistakes and shortcomings, allowing self-doubt to thrive. But what if you shifted that inner dialogue? What if, instead of harsh criticism, you responded with understanding and care? That's where the transformative power of self-compassion begins. In this chapter, we will explore how self-compassion is key to healing from within. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness you would offer to a close friend. When you face setbacks or failures, self-compassion invites you to say, "It's okay. I'm human, and I'm learning." Instead of letting self-doubt consume you, self-compassion allows you to acknowledge your imperfections and keep moving forward. The beauty of self-compassion is that it doesn't deny your struggles, it simply changes how you respond to them. Rather than spiraling into negativity, you start to nurture yourself through difficult times. This shift in mindset is incredibly powerful. With self-compassion, mistakes become opportunities for growth, and setbacks are no longer seen as evidence of unworthiness but as part of the learning process. Self-compassion also helps you build resilience. When you practice being gentle with yourself, you create a space for healing and emotional strength. You realize that your value is not tied to external achievements or perfection, it lies in who you are at your core. The more you cultivate this inner kindness, the more self-doubt loses its hold over you. Healing from within requires patience and love. By embracing self-compassion, you give yourself the permission to be imperfect and to keep striving without judgment. This is your path to wholeness, learning to be your own greatest supporter and recognizing that you are worthy, no matter what. Self-compassion is the foundation for lasting confidence, and through it, you'll find the strength to overcome any challenge. Chapter 5. Reframing failure, turning setbacks into stepping stones. Shift your perception of failure to view it as a necessary part of growth. Failure is often seen as something to fear and avoid, but what if you could transform it into a stepping stone towards success? In this chapter, we explore the empowering concept of reframing failure, not as a dead end, but as a crucial part of growth. The truth is, failure is not a reflection of your worth, it's simply feedback, showing you what doesn't work and guiding you toward what will. When you experience a setback, it's easy to let self-doubt take over, making you feel incapable or unworthy. But if you can shift your mindset, you'll begin to see failure differently. Every setback becomes a lesson, a chance to refine your skills, rethink your approach, and come back stronger. In fact, some of the most successful people in history, whether in business, sports, or personal development, failed many times before they achieved greatness. Their secret? They didn't let failure define them. They used it as fuel for their next attempt. Reframing failure means embracing it as a part of the learning process. Instead of asking, "Why did I fail?" ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" This small shift in perspective opens up a world of possibilities. It allows you to stay curious, resilient, and determined, even when things don't go as planned. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a key ingredient in achieving it. Moreover, reframing failure helps to dissolve the fear of trying. When you realize that mistakes and setbacks are part of the journey, you stop holding yourself back. You start taking risks, exploring new opportunities, and trusting in your ability to figure things out along the way. By turning failure into a stepping stone, you not only gain valuable insights but also build the resilience needed to keep going. This chapter will encourage you to embrace failure as a powerful tool for growth, teaching you that every misstep is just one step closer to your ultimate goal. With this mindset, self-doubt fades, and confidence takes its place. Chapter 6. The Comparison Trap, Escaping the Cycle of Measuring Yourself to Others. Learn why comparing yourself to others damages self-esteem and how to break free. In today's world, it's easy to fall into the comparison trap, where we constantly measure our achievements, appearance, and worth against others. Whether it's through social media, work, or personal relationships, comparing yourself to others can feel like an unavoidable habit. But here's the harsh reality: comparison is a thief. It steals your joy, undermines your confidence, and fuels self-doubt. The good news? You have the power to escape this cycle and reclaim your sense of self-worth. The comparison trap often tricks us into believing that someone else's success diminishes our own. When we see others achieving things we aspire to, it's easy to feel inadequate or left behind. But what if, instead of comparing, you focused on your own unique journey? Each person's path is different, marked by different challenges, opportunities, and timelines. No one story is the same, and that's exactly what makes yours special. In this chapter, we will explore how to break free from the cycle of comparison and shift your focus inward. The key lies in recognizing your own value and progress. When you stop looking outward for validation, you can begin to appreciate the milestones you've already achieved. Instead of measuring your worth by someone else's standards, you'll learn to celebrate your own growth and accomplishments. Escaping the comparison trap also involves cultivating gratitude and self-acceptance. When you focus on what you have, your strengths, talents, and potential, there's less room for envy and self-doubt. You'll realize that there's no single definition of success. It's about living authentically and pursuing your own goals, regardless of what others are doing. Ultimately, comparing yourself to others only limits your happiness and potential. By letting go of comparison, you create space for self-love, confidence, and a mindset of abundance. This chapter will empower you to stop looking sideways and start looking within, reminding you that your journey is yours alone, and that's where your true power lies. Chapter 7. Perfectionism Unveiled, Embracing Imperfection. Address perfectionist tendencies and embrace the power of vulnerability. Perfectionism can feel like a constant drive for excellence, but in reality, it often leads to anxiety, self-doubt, and paralysis. The pursuit of perfection keeps us trapped in a cycle of unrealistic expectations and endless dissatisfaction. In this chapter, we will unveil the truth about perfectionism. It's not about striving for success, but about fearing failure. And the way to break free is to embrace imperfection. Perfectionism makes us believe that anything less than flawless isn't good enough. It keeps us from taking risks, trying new things, or celebrating small victories because we're focused on what isn't perfect. But here's the liberating truth: imperfection is not a flaw, it's a reflection of your humanity. It's through your imperfections that you grow, learn, and evolve. In fact, some of the most beautiful aspects of life come from things that don't go according to plan. In this chapter, we'll explore how perfectionism fuels self-doubt by making you constantly second-guess your actions and achievements. You may find yourself delaying tasks, avoiding new opportunities, or feeling paralyzed by the fear of not measuring up. The truth is, perfection is an illusion, something no one can ever truly attain. And chasing it only distances you from your authentic self and your true potential. To overcome perfectionism, you must embrace imperfection. This doesn't mean lowering your standards or giving up on growth, it means allowing yourself room to make mistakes and learn from them. It's about recognizing that good enough is often more than enough. Each time you accept your imperfections, you build resilience, creativity, and self-compassion. The goal is progress, not perfection. When you let go of the need to be flawless, you free yourself to take bold steps forward, unafraid of failure or judgment. This chapter will encourage you to step into your imperfect self with confidence, knowing that every misstep is part of the journey to success. Embrace your imperfections, they are what make you real, relatable, and capable of achieving great things. Chapter 8. Breaking the Silence, Overcoming Negative Self-Talk. Strategies to silence your inner critic and foster a more positive inner dialogue. Negative self-talk is like an invisible barrier that holds you back from realizing your full potential. The words you speak to yourself, whether in moments of frustration, doubt, or insecurity, shape how you view your abilities and worth. Often, these internal conversations are filled with harsh judgments like, "I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed," or "I always fail." But here's the powerful truth: just as negative self-talk can tear you down, shifting to positive, constructive thoughts can lift you up and help you break free from self-doubt. In this chapter, we will dive deep into the destructive patterns of negative self-talk and how it influences your mindset. The constant stream of self-criticism can feel automatic, but it is a learned behavior, one that can be unlearned. Recognizing the way you speak to yourself is the first step toward change. Often, the voice of your inner critic is so familiar that you accept it as truth. But the reality is, these thoughts are distorted perspectives, not facts. By breaking the silence of negative self-talk, you create room for a more empowering narrative. You begin by becoming aware of your inner dialogue, catching yourself when your thoughts turn critical. Then, you challenge those negative thoughts, asking, "Is this really true?" More often than not, the answer is no. You can replace those negative assumptions with affirmations and self-encouragement, shifting from thoughts that sabotage your growth to those that nurture it. As you practice overcoming negative self-talk, you will notice a profound change in how you approach challenges and opportunities. Instead of focusing on your perceived weaknesses, you'll start to see your strengths and potential. Breaking the cycle of negativity is an act of self-care, allowing you to cultivate a mindset rooted in self-compassion, resilience, and confidence. This chapter will guide you to silence the inner critic and replace it with a voice of kindness and self-empowerment. By changing your inner dialogue, you open the door to greater self-belief and a future filled with possibility. Chapter 9. Rebuilding Confidence, Cultivating a Stronger Sense of Self. Step-by-step guidance on building lasting confidence and self-worth. Confidence is not something you are born with, it's something you build over time. When life throws challenges your way or when self-doubt takes root, your confidence can feel shaken or even lost. But here's the empowering truth: no matter where you are in your journey, confidence can always be rebuilt. In this chapter, we will focus on how to cultivate a stronger sense of self and reclaim the inner power that may have been buried beneath layers of insecurity. Confidence begins with self-awareness, understanding who you are, what you value, and what you're capable of. Often, our confidence falters because we forget to acknowledge our strengths and focus too much on our perceived weaknesses. Rebuilding confidence starts with a shift in perspective. It's about recognizing the qualities and skills you already possess, as well as the progress you've made in life, no matter how small. Each step forward is a building block for a more secure and confident you. But confidence isn't just about thinking positively, it's also about taking action. In this chapter, you'll learn how to step outside your comfort zone and face challenges, not with fear, but with a mindset of growth. By gradually taking on new tasks, even if they seem intimidating at first, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you realize. Each success, no matter how minor, strengthens your belief in yourself and your abilities. One important part of rebuilding confidence is letting go of the need for external validation. True confidence comes from within. It's about aligning your actions with your own values, not seeking approval from others. When you live authentically, grounded in who you truly are, your confidence becomes unshakable. This chapter will encourage you to see confidence not as an elusive trait, but as something you can actively create. By building a stronger sense of self, you'll become more resilient, more courageous, and ready to face the world with an empowered mindset. Confidence, once cultivated, becomes the foundation upon which you can build your dreams and achieve your goals. Chapter 10. Faith and Inner Strength, Finding Confidence in Spiritual Beliefs. Explore how faith or spiritual belief systems can support overcoming self-doubt. Faith has the power to anchor us in times of uncertainty, providing a deep well of inner strength that transcends self-doubt. Whether rooted in a specific religion or a broader spiritual belief, faith can be a powerful source of confidence. It connects you to something greater than yourself, a divine purpose, a higher power, or the belief that life unfolds with meaning. In this chapter, we'll explore how faith can become a guiding force in overcoming self-doubt and nurturing inner strength. When self-doubt creeps in, it often stems from fear of failure, rejection, or not being enough. Faith, however, invites you to trust in a higher plan. It reminds you that you are not alone in your struggles and that life's challenges are opportunities for growth and learning. Faith teaches you to believe in possibilities beyond what you can see in the moment. By leaning into your spiritual beliefs, you tap into a sense of purpose that bolsters your confidence, knowing that you are walking a path designed with intention. Spiritual beliefs also offer comfort in the face of setbacks. They provide reassurance that your worth is not determined by external circumstances but by a deeper, intrinsic value. Faith gives you the strength to persevere, to trust that even when things seem uncertain or difficult, you are being guided toward where you need to be. It strengthens your ability to let go of control and trust in the process, knowing that every challenge has the potential to build your resilience. In this chapter, we'll explore how connecting to your faith can cultivate an unwavering sense of inner strength. When you root your confidence in your spiritual beliefs, you develop a sense of peace that transcends the noise of self-doubt. Faith doesn't eliminate challenges, but it empowers you to face them with courage, hope, and a deep conviction that you are never walking alone. This chapter will inspire you to lean on your faith as a source of confidence, finding strength in your spiritual beliefs to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and trust. Chapter 11. Surrounding yourself with positivity, the impact of relationships and environment. Understand how your surroundings and relationships affect your self-perception. The people and environments we surround ourselves with have a profound influence on our mindset, confidence, and self-belief. Whether we realize it or not, the relationships we cultivate and the spaces we inhabit either lift us up or weigh us down. In this chapter, we will explore the transformative power of surrounding yourself with positivity, how choosing the right relationships and environment can help you break free from self-doubt and foster personal growth. Negative influences can seep into your mind, reinforcing feelings of inadequacy or self-criticism. Toxic relationships, whether with friends, family, or colleagues, often drain your energy and cloud your sense of self-worth. Similarly, a chaotic or uninspiring environment can keep you stuck in a cycle of stress and self-doubt. However, when you choose to align yourself with positive, uplifting individuals and create an environment that reflects peace and encouragement, everything changes. You start to thrive, gaining the confidence to pursue your goals and dreams. Surrounding yourself with positive people, those who believe in you, challenge you to grow, and support your aspirations, is essential for building and sustaining self-confidence. These are the relationships that remind you of your potential, push you through tough times, and help you see your strengths when self-doubt clouds your vision. Positive connections fill your emotional cup, empowering you to tackle challenges with a renewed sense of hope and resilience. Similarly, the environment in which you live, work, and create plays a key role in shaping your mindset. A cluttered or negative space can hinder your mental clarity, while a clean, calm, and inspiring environment fosters creativity and motivation. By consciously curating your surroundings, you create a space that energizes you and keeps your mind clear, focused, and confident. In this chapter, you will learn how to surround yourself with positivity, not only by choosing supportive relationships but also by transforming your physical environment. This shift will enhance your emotional well-being, boost your self-esteem, and create the mental space needed for lasting personal growth. Positive energy, both in relationships and environments, becomes the foundation upon which you can build a confident and empowered life. Chapter 12. Living with Confidence, Sustaining Long-Term Freedom from Self-Doubt. A roadmap for maintaining your newfound confidence in everyday life. Reaching a place of confidence and overcoming self-doubt is an achievement, but the true challenge lies in maintaining that freedom over the long term. Self-doubt can resurface during new challenges, changes in life, or moments of vulnerability, but living with confidence is about developing habits and mindsets that keep doubt at bay. In this final chapter, we'll explore how to sustain long-term freedom from self-doubt and live a life anchored in genuine confidence. Living with confidence doesn't mean that doubt will never appear again. It means you've equipped yourself with the tools to face it head-on when it does. Confidence is a practice, it's cultivated daily through self-awareness, self-compassion, and persistence. Just like physical fitness, mental fitness requires regular work. By consistently nurturing a mindset rooted in positivity, self-belief, and growth, you create a strong foundation that withstands the ups and downs of life. One of the most effective ways to sustain confidence is through continuous self-reflection and gratitude. By regularly reflecting on your achievements and the progress you've made, you reinforce the truth that you are capable and worthy. Celebrating small victories along the way keeps you motivated and reminds you of your growth. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already possess, grounding you in abundance rather than fear. Another key to long-term confidence is embracing resilience. Challenges will inevitably arise, but your ability to bounce back from setbacks strengthens your sense of self. Instead of viewing failures as reasons for doubt, see them as opportunities for learning and growth. Resilience allows you to stay confident even when the road gets tough, knowing that you have the inner strength to keep moving forward. This chapter will encourage you to adopt a proactive approach to confidence. By cultivating daily habits of self-reflection, self-compassion, and resilience, you'll be able to sustain long-term freedom from self-doubt. Living with confidence isn't about never doubting yourself again, it's about trusting in your ability to overcome any doubt that comes your way. With this mindset, you can live a life of purpose, strength, and unwavering self-belief. The journey to overcoming self-doubt is not about perfection or never experiencing insecurity again, it's about learning how to navigate those moments with courage and resilience. By understanding and challenging your inner critic, you can reclaim your personal power and build a foundation of confidence that lasts. This book provides the tools to help you turn setbacks into stepping stones, embrace your imperfections, and nurture a mindset that empowers you to face life's challenges head-on. As you apply the lessons in this book, you will break free from the limiting beliefs that have held you back and begin to live authentically, guided by inner strength and self-belief. Remember, confidence is built step by step, and with consistent effort, you can sustain long-term freedom from self-doubt, living a life filled with purpose, growth, and success. Thank you for listening to this audiobook. We hope it brought you valuable insights and encouragement on your journey. If you enjoyed this content and found it helpful, we would love your support. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your engagement helps us reach more people who may benefit from this content, and by subscribing, you'll stay updated on future audiobooks and helpful resources. Thank you for being part of our community. Your support means everything.